Hey everyone, I wanted to make a video about the Tier 1 government reforms. I was watching a Budget Monk video where he made the observation that the Serbian Despotate reform should be, one would expect it to be available if your primary culture is Serbian, and yet that does not seem to be the case. I did go into the game files and check, and what I think happened was the devs made it so that the requirement to get the Serbian Despotate Tier 1 reform is that at some point in the game you had previously had the Serbian Despotate Tier 1 reform rather than Serbian primary culture. And so basically what that would mean is you could start playing as Serbia and maybe switch to a different Tier 1 reform, but that you would have the option to always switch back to Serbian Despotate simply because at some point at the game's start you had that reform. So I went in and messed with the game files, which you have to be extremely careful with because if you do that, the game either won't work in Iron Man mode or it may not launch at all. And I think I was successful. I used the Bulgarian Despotate reform as a template to edit the Serbian Despotate reforms such that the only requirement you would need would be Serbian primary culture. And I wanted to demonstrate this in Iron Man mode. So as you can see here, achievements are enabled, but since I'm in Iron Man, I cannot use the console command to quickly annex Serbia, so I just stacked a whole bunch of Iron Man compatible exploits. So you can see here I have 100% Army Professionalism at the start date. I have max tech levels. So we're going to do that. There's my max tech levels. I have buffs to recruitment costs, so infantry are only 2 ducats. Takes less than a month to train a cannon, and those are only 13.5 ducats. So we're going to do that and just quickly get ready for a war with Serbia. And here is my general with the 9 pips in every category. So we will unpause the game. And this has a lot of bugs in it because of all the exploits I used. So for example, here you can see I was in the Catholic and Protestant League at the same time with all those bonuses, but those got removed, presumably because there is no league at this time. And we'll look at the reforms we have, and yeah, like I said, this is buggy. I don't think Sisterhood of Joan d'Arc should be available for Bosnia, but we're just going to consolidate our troops here. And attack Serbia with the nationalism CB. I guess we could, we're going to fight Herzegovina too. I actually don't want to take these 2 provinces because I want to just make it as easy as possible to switch to Serbian, so I don't want the percentage of Bosnian culture to be high. Let's just quickly deal with them. There we go. No casualties. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Only 7 days. I think the maximum I've seen it is 4 days. Look at that, 4 days. Okay, so we are about to wrap this war up very quickly. There we go. Actually, I don't need to make a separate piece with him. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take Serbian provinces. And we will quickly core these up. Look at that coring cost. And I don't need to worry about unrest, because look, it's negative 38. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out Iron Man compatible exploits, so if this looks kind of ridiculous, then that's why. I mean, just to show you army quality, almost 34 morale, 154% discipline, 67% siege ability. There's that defensiveness. Army tradition is only 40, but I bet it's climbing. It grows by 5.86 every year. And the prestige increases by 22 per year. So if I just sit and wait, Bosnia is going to get even stronger. So let's just go on speed 5 and quickly get those cores. And we'll see if having primary culture of Serbian actually works. It might not work because while I'm pretty confident that I found the typo, I'm not that familiar with the syntax of the code that the devs use, so I may not have correctly edited the government reform file. Okay, here we go. Let's state you up. And core all of you. And then, let's see, yeah, promote you, make you primary. Let's just let a month tick by for good measure. And it did not work. Yeah. We still don't have the Serbian Despotate, so I was not correct in identifying what the fix would be, but yeah, there should be another video on this where I'll go into the code and point out specifically where I think the devs intended to put primary culture Serbian, but where they didn't. So yeah, that will be the video paired to this one. Thank you for watching.